The second kind of common trait or attribute that I hear people tell me is they say that they'll have a tendency to forget things they've already agreed upon or decided upon. So it'll be 2 or 3 meetings down the road, and they'll bring up a topic that the team's looking at each other saying, we already covered that a couple of weeks ago, and the boss has kind of forgotten about it. So how do we manage that when they've kind of lost the thread along the way? So that's a second trait. A third trait is in our one-on-one meetings. If we don't give them a really tight agenda, they'll have a tendency to go one of 2 directions, either really, really deep into the details. So I'll have leaders tell me, yeah, I we'll talk to my boss about kind of what the team's doing this quarter. And all of a sudden they're asking me about why I spent $30 on paper or a stapler last month. They'll go really, really into the details. Or they'll make a hard left turn. They'll start talking about a Netflix show they saw recently and how that could lead to a brand new business model for the team. Something completely kind of not even within the realm of what the team's been talking about. So if they go deep dives or hard lefts, that can be another trait. So those are all common ways that we can identify if our boss has got some of these tendencies. Now, if we notice some of these things and we see our boss doing some of these, there are some ways that we can start to focus them a little bit. So let me give you 3 good tips and strategies to help you focus a boss that might have some of these traits. So the first is we want to gently force prioritization. Okay, so I say gently because when a boss has ADD, part of what they love, or they have traits of ADD, part of what they love is they love that ability to be exciting and move in lots of directions. They don't like being reined in. So we want to kind of gently force some prioritization around them. So we might ask them, hey, I love all these ideas. Which are maybe the 3 to 5 that are most important to you? Or a really fun way I like to ask the question, kind of pull out the magic wand and say, hey, if you could wave the magic wand, well, there's maybe the 1 or 2 of these ideas that you would love to see get accomplished between now and our next meeting. So it's a more fun way to force them to prioritize. So you're kind of getting them to really narrow in on the things that they want to see that get done the most.